Of course, this is summer. I gotta put the camera on you one day.
Have talked about really positively about how you're willing to take input from them. Has that always been your style, or is there parts of this team that the trust has been built that you're willing to get that feedback and implement it right away?
Yeah, it's really been part of my style. I think I could think it's the dumbest idea in the world, but if they believe in it, they usually make it work, and vice versa. I could have the most brilliant play call I ever thought I had, and they're like, hey, I don't like that. Well, it's out. And that's just, it's made sense to me. It's about the players, not the plays, and those guys usually make it work if they believe in it. This group has a lot of really smart football players. The one guy you got to watch is Zach Ertz, because any play he recommends, the ball's going directly to him. And he's very, very smart, so he knows when the ball should go to him and not. But no, it's from the quarterback on. Those guys, if they have a thought, an idea they believe in and like, we're willing to throw it out there.
How is your week different when you're preparing for a quarterback who can use his legs in the run game as opposed to a quarterback who stays in the pocket more?
Well, you know, we've had a number of these guys that we've had to prepare for, and so the one thing is if he's going to run the ball and if the coordinator makes a decision for him to run the ball, we're going to treat him like a running back, and we're going to hit him that way. So that's their decision if they want to get him hit the way that he gets hit. If they don't, they'll keep him in the pocket. So, but that's what we're going to do.
Moving on to the injury report. Not going to spend too much time on our injury report because it pretty much looks the exact same as yesterday. Obviously, Sam Cosmi tore his ACL. He's done for the year. Jeff Driscoll dealing with an illness, didn't practice today. He should be fine. He's just our third-string quarterback anyways, right? So he doesn't matter too much, but he should be fine by game day. Daron Payne, Bobby Wagner did not practice for the second straight day in a row. I'm not worried about those guys. To be honest, I'm more worried about Daron Payne because he did, pop up with a knee injury as well on here. We knew he was dealing with the finger, but he also has a knee injury now too. I think he's still going to be good to go. Same with Bobby Wagner. He was a DNP on Wednesday and Thursday last week, or on Tuesday and Wednesday last week, but then practiced on the final day, which was Thursday last week. So Bobby Wagner, he's going to be fine. He even had a press conference today, or he spoke to the media today. So I expect him to be good to go. Same with Daron Payne. And then everybody else you see on here, John Bates, Jameson Crowder, Cleveland Farrell, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Ben Sinnott, Frankie Louvu, Olamide Zaccheaus, Tyler Biadasz, Brandon Coleman, Zach Ertz, Dominique Hampton, and Jeremy McNichols. I expect all of those guys to be good to go. They were all either limited or full participants today. So everybody on here besides Sam Cosmi should be good to go for Sunday's game against Philly. As for the Eagles injury report, not too threatening, but there are two injuries on here that could be massive losses for them. Dallas Goedert and Cam Jurgens. Goddard and Jurgens did not practice for the second straight day in a row. Actually, Sirianni today in his presser said that Goddard would practice, but he ended up not practicing with an ankle injury. Dallas Goedert hasn't been able to stay healthy this season, and for the past couple of seasons, really. The Eagles honestly might go in a different direction at tight end this offseason since Goddard just isn't able to stay fully healthy. But, we don't need to talk about that. The point is, Goddard didn't practice for a second straight day in a row. If I had to guess, I still think he goes, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go because Sirianni in his presser today, he said that Goddard would practice today. He didn't end up practicing, right? So definitely got to keep an eye on Goddard. And if he's out, because Goddard is a really good safety blanket for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts really likes targeting Goddard. He's honestly been targeting Goddard more than A.J. Brown. So that's a really good weapon for him. And if he's out, hey, man, that could hurt the Eagles a little bit, right? So definitely want to watch there. And then Cam Jurgens, back injury, didn't practice second straight day in a row. I have a feeling that he's going to be out for this game because one of the Eagles reporters tweeted out today that they saw Landon Dickerson taking snaps at center and their backup guard taking snaps at guard, which is where Landon Dickerson plays. But because Cam Jurgens didn't practice today, Dickerson had to get snaps at center in practice. So it's sounding like, or it's trending in the direction where Cam Jurgens probably won't play. I don't think it'll impact, the Eagles offense too much. Obviously, making switches at the O-line, it may not be great at this time of year. I don't know the last time Landon Dickerson took snaps at center, but hey, man, it's looking like Cam Jurgens may not play for the Eagles on Sunday, which would be a loss for them. Obviously, that's their starting center, so if he can't go, then it will be Landon Dickerson switching over from guard to center, and then whoever their backup guard is to Dickerson will be their starting guard. So, we'll see if Cam Jurgens plays. Definitely someone to monitor as well, but as of right now, I do not think he is going to play. Real quick, I want to talk about what Whitt Jr said in his press conference about Jalen Hurts' legs. He was asked kind of how he would handle, Jalen Hurts taking off and running, and he gave a good answer, right? Like, we're going to treat him as a running back, a runner, right? So that means hitting him. And there's nothing wrong with that answer at all. That was a good answer. Like, Eagles fans want to cry, sit here. They've been crying on social media about Joe Witt's response, calling him dirty. They've been calling Frankie Louvu dirty really for the past 2 to 3 weeks now, right? Like, Frankie Louvu is not a dirty player. The hit he laid on Jalen Hurts back in Week 16, that was a legal hit. All right, that was a legal hit. It was a shoulder-to-shoulder hit, and Jalen Hurts was a runner at that point. So there was nothing dirty or illegal about the hit, right, when Jalen Hurts was a runner, right? And then the hit he laid on Goff, Goff, move out the way, bro. I mean, Luva wasn't even trying to go for his head or neck area. He was clearly going towards the chest, in my opinion, right? So that wasn't even a dirty hit. Like, move out the way, bro. And, like, come on now. Like, Eagles fans, they don't be using their brains, though. Like, they really don't. So I'm not even surprised that they're trying to call us dirty, Joe Whitt dirty, Frankie Luvu dirty, because we're not that, right? We a physical squad on defense, you know, physical in general. Obviously, Frankie, he do his thing. He's been a beast for us all year long. And, I mean, Joe Whitt, once again, he's right. Like, once Jalen Hurts is a runner, we can hit him all we want to, right? So there's not anything going to be, you know, illegal about it, right? Like, we can be physical with him once he's a runner, hit him, tackle him, all that. Like, we aren't just going to let him, you know, run past us for a big yardage on the ground, right? Big gain on the ground, right? So, you know, I don't know. Eagles fans, like I said, they don't be using their brains, but just kind of wanted to talk about that real quick because nothing Joe Whitt Jr. said there was, you know, wrong or anything like that, as Eagles fans are trying to make it out to be. So that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.